In this lecture, we will study about the law of equivalence. Before we study about the law of equivalence, let's understand two types of titrations are carried out in 11th and 12th science. One is acid-base titration, and second is redox titration. Acid-base titration generally in 11th science and redox titration generally in 12th science. So what is law of equivalence? We can write the fundamental basis of any titration is the law of equivalence. The fundamental basis of any titration is the law of equivalence. Whether it is acid-base titration or it is redox titration, this is the fundamental basis, means law of equivalence. What is the law of equivalence? How can we define? According to the law of equivalence, equal equivalents of substance react with each other, equal equivalents of substance react with each other to give equal equivalents equal usage or same equivalent, equal or same equivalent of product. According to the law of equivalence, equal equivalents of substance react with each other to give same equivalent of product. For hypothetical equation, say N1A plus N2B will give N3C plus N4D. This is the equation. N1A means moles of A. N1 moles of A reacts with N2 moles of B to give N3 moles of C plus N4 moles of D. Here we can apply law of equivalence for both balanced and unbalanced reaction, because we have to remember that this law is not considered only for the reactants or amount of reaction. This is considered for the whole reaction. We can apply this law for both balanced as well as unbalanced reaction. Now, for the given reaction N1A plus N2B gives N3C plus N4D, we can write equivalent of A is equal to equivalent of B is equal to equivalent of C is equal to equivalent of D. Means what do we say? That equivalent of all species remain equal. Therefore, we can write equivalent of A is equal to equivalent of B is equal to equivalent of C is equal to equivalent of D. Also, we have to remember equivalent weight is equal to for element atomic mass of element divided by valence factor. Also, equivalent weight for compound. Equivalent weight, this is for element, and equivalent weight for compound is equal to molar mass of compound divided by valence factor. Also, we have to remember for acids, number of replaceable H plus for acids, equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight divided by number of H plus replaceable. Same way for base also, equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight upon number of OH minus present. Same way we can find out equivalent weight of salt also. For equivalent weight of acid, base and salt, you can watch my video of chapter number 1, some basic concepts of chemistry, in which one video is totally based on equivalent weight only. Now we will consider here for equivalent weight of oxidant and reductant. What is equivalent weight of oxidant and reductant? Equivalent weight of oxidant or reductant is equal to molar mass of oxidant or reductant divided by number of valence factor, or simply say valence factor. Valence factor is generally denoted by small n. Also, we have to remember equivalent is equal to moles into valence factor. Now, by using these formulas, we can do different type of numericals based on the law of equivalence. To understand the application of the law of equivalence, let us solve some examples. First example, calculate normality of solution containing 50 ml of 5 molar potassium dichromate K2Cr2O solution in acidic medium. So answer number 1, how can we solve this sum? How can we find out normality? Normality is equal to, N is equal to molarity into valence factor. But K2Cr2O7 in acidic medium. So we can write the equation Cr2O7 2 minus will give Cr3 plus. Cr2O7 2 minus will give Cr3 plus. Without balancing much, we will understand the oxidation state of chromium in Cr2O7. 2x minus 14 is equal to minus 2. 2x minus 14 is equal to minus 2. So 2x is equal to 12 means x is equal to 6. Here we will get 2Cr3 plus. So 3 2s are 6 and here we have 6 2s are 12. 6 into 2 is equal to 12. So valence factor 12 to 6. 12 and 6 means valence factor is 6. Therefore, as I told you that we will not balance by using H2O or H plus. We just want to understand what is the valence factor. So simply here we have 6 and 12 means valence factor is 6. So normality is equal to molarity already given 5 molar into valence factor 6. Therefore, it is 30 normal. So answer for the first question, normality of K2Cr2O7 is 30 normal. Now second question, find number of moles of KMnO4 needed to oxidize 1 mole Cu2S in acidic medium. Reaction is given Cu2S plus KMnO4 will give Mn2 plus Cu2 plus SO2. Let us understand how to solve this second sum. Answer 2. First of all, we have to find out number of moles of KMnO4 needed to oxidize 1 mole of Cu2S. Means we can write equivalent of KMnO4 is only MnO4 minus. KMnO4 we say or MnO4 minus is equal to equivalent of Cu2S. Now, how can we find out equivalent of KMnO4 is equal to equivalent of Cu2S? How can we find out N factor for KMnO4 as well as for Cu2S? As KMnO4 is in acidic medium, it is always giving Mn2 plus, means we can write MnO4 minus will give Mn2 plus. MnO4 minus will give Mn2 plus. MnO4 minus oxidation state of Mn is 7. How 7? X, for Mn say X, 4 2s are 8 is equal to minus 1 overall charge. Therefore, X is equal to 7. So, oxidation state of manganese in manganate ion is 7. Here it is Mn2 plus means 2. So, valence factor is 5. Valence factor is 5. For KMnO4, valence factor is 5. So, we can write moles into valence factor is equal to here moles into valence factor. Now, we shall decide the valence factor for Cu2S. As per the equation, Cu2S gives Cu2 plus and SO2. So, we can write Cu plus 1 to Cu2 plus. Cu2S, Cu plus 1 to Cu2 plus. So, there is 1 electron margin. Cu plus 1 will give Cu2 plus 1 electron. So, difference is of 1 electron. Same way, for sulfur to SO2 means H2 minus 2SO2. H2 minus 2SO2 minus 2 to 4 means 6 electron. 6 electron. But here we have Cu2S. Here we have Cu2S. So 1 is to be multiplied by 2. So it will be 2 and this will be 6. So 2 and 6. Total valence factor will be 8. Valence factor will be 8 for the case of Cu2S. Proceeding the next step, moles into valence factor. Here, find the number of moles of KMnO4. So say here X into valence factor of KMnO4 is equal to 5 is equal to moles needed to oxidize 1 mole of Cu2S into its valence factor is 8. from this X is equal to 8 upon 5. 8 upon 5. On simple cancellation, we can get the answer to this question. X is equal to 8 by 5. Now, next question. Find the number of moles of oxalate ions oxidized by 1 mole of MnO4 minus ion in acidic medium. So again, MnO4, that is potassium permanganate, in acidic medium always gives Mn2 plus. So MnO4 minus will give Mn2 plus. So first we shall decide the valence factor for this conversion. Here 7 is the oxidation state for Mn and here it is plus 2. Means 7 to 2 means 5. So there is a difference of 5. Same way for oxalate ion C2O4 2 minus will give CO2, 2 CO2 plus 2 electron minus, plus 2 electron minus. So valence factor is 2. Here valence factor is equal to 2. Here valence factor is equal to 5. So, as per the law of equivalence, we can write equivalent of MnO4 minus is equal to equivalent of oxalate C2O4 2 minus. Therefore, equivalent of MnO4 minus. Find the number of moles of oxalate ions. Means here we want to write X into its valence factor 2. Oxidized by 1 mole of. So 1 into valence factor is 5. So X is equal to 5 upon 2. So here we can say that find the number of moles of oxalate ion. 5 by 2 will be the number of moles of oxalate ions oxidized by 1 mole of MnO4 minus ion in acidic medium. In the next sum, the number of moles of KMnO4 that will be required to react with 2 mole of ferrous oxalate is what? KMnO4 in acidic medium. Provided it is in acidic medium. So, in acidic medium, first of all, answer 4. In acidic medium, KMnO4, that is MnO4 minus, gives Mn2 plus ion. So what is the valence factor? MnO4 minus, Mn oxidation state is 7 and in Mn2 plus it is plus 2. So valence factor is equal to 5. 7 minus 2 is equal to 5. Same way for ferrous oxalate. Formula of ferrous oxalate is FeC2O4. FeC2O4. So first of all, Fe2 plus will convert to Fe3 plus electron minus. One thing. Second, oxalate ion C2O4 2 minus will give 2 CO2 plus 2 electron minus. So total valence factor is equal to 3. As per the law of equivalence, we can write equivalent of MnO4 minus or KMnO4 minus is equal to equivalent of ferrous oxalate. Ferrous oxalate FeC2O4. FeC2O4. Therefore, equivalent of MnO4. Moles into valence factor. Here it is given. Number of moles of KMnO4 we have to find out. So X into its valence factor is equal to 5 is equal to ferrous oxalate is 2 mole. So 2 mole into its valence factor is 3. Therefore, X is equal to 6 upon 5. So 1.2. X is equal to 1.2. Now, next question. What volume of 6 molar HNO3 is needed to oxidize 8 gram of Fe2 plus 2 Fe3, HNO3 converts to NO. So first of all we will say equivalent of HNO3 is equal to equivalent of Fe. From this we can say equivalent Fe2 plus 2 Fe3 valence factor is 1. Valence factor is equal to 1 from this equation. And for HNO3, as HNO3 converts to NO, what is the valence factor? It is 5 oxidation state for nitrogen in HNO3. How? You can write 1 plus X minus 6 is equal to 0. X is equal to 5. Oxidation state of nitrogen in HNO3 is 5. HNO3 you say or NO3 minus ion you say, answer will be the same. Now for NO, valency oxidation state will be 2. Not valency but oxidation state will be 2. So valence factor is equal to 3. Valence factor is equal to 3. As per the law of equivalence, we can write molarity into valence factor 5 into volume is asked to us. So volume is equal to, here equivalent of Fe, 8 gram is given. So we can write 8 divided by its atomic weight 56. Atomic weight of Fe is 56 into valence factor is 1 into, it should be converted into liter, therefore multiplied by 1000. Therefore V is equal to 1000 into 8 by 56 means 7 and 5 6 are 30 will come. 5 6 are 30 will come. Here valence factor is 5 to 3, that is 3 only. Here valence factor is 3. Once more, why valence factor is 3? Equivalent of HNO3. 6 into 3 into V. Why? Because HNO3 will give NO and oxidation state is 5. Here an oxidation state is 2. So valence factor already written, it is 3. Now this oxidation state is only 5 but valence factor is only 3. So 6 into 3 into volume is equal to 8 by 56 into valence factor 1 into 1000. So 1000 divided by 7 into 6 3s are 18. From this we can get our answer of volume. So these are some examples by which we can understand the law of equivalence usefulness.